Welcome everyone on today's Metal3 Community meeting. Today is the 16th of October 2024, and as usual, I will check if we have a new participant, and I think I see one, Deepak. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Hi, this is Deepak Khetwal. I live in the Boston area and I do the IT consulting as a chief architect. So that's about me.
Thank you, and welcome to the community meeting. And I don't see anyone else who is new, so we can continue with the reminders. Please remember that the meeting is recorded. If you would like to have the project or contribute code, then feel free to follow that link that I clicked or in the document, or filter for the good first issue or the half-wanted label, and by assigning them to yourself and working on them, that would be a big help for the project. If anyone who's watching feels that your organization would be willing to publicly acknowledge that you are using Metal3, then feel free to create pull request and extend the adopters.md file, just like how other projects done. It's in the community repository under the Metal3 IO project. If you have some pull requests, but you think that the pull request tests are failing for some reason that's unrelated to your change, then please create an issue in the affected repository and link the issue to the Metal3 CI tracker project. And that way, the CI maintainers can track it much better. If you are interested about incubation proposal or any other statistics, deliverables, Jenkins jobs, Bravo jobs, please feel free to follow the links in the document. Or now we should also have a project level README. Let's see if I can find that. Yeah, so if you nowadays just open the page of the project, you will be greeted with this big page, big, like, I don't know, like whiteboard or just board on top of the usual repository list, and that should have all of the important links, or most of them. And if you think that you see here something that you would like to, or you don't see here something that you would like to see in this list, then please feel free to contact me or create a pull request and modify it. This README is maintained in this .github repository under the project, and it's the, I think it's just a regular README. No, this is not that one. It is in the profile, maybe? Yeah, it's in the profile, and then under profile, README. And this is the project level README. This is kind of new thing. It was not so merged not so long ago. So that's all about the general reminders. Are there any questions about reminders, or should we continue? If there's nothing else, then let's continue with the community working group updates. We don't have any reminders that we carried over from last week. So first topic is the scalability working group. And I see only Mohammed from that group.
Yeah. Regarding the scalability, as mentioned last week, we had like some PRs that are still waiting for review on dev-env to integrate the Fakepa, and also on the Kapam3, adding some E2E tests to apply the BMH there on with a scaled number and wait for them to become available. So that's already there. I'd like to remind people, if they have time, please check that. And this week we have been working on the fake Kubernetes API server with Huey, and we added another, well, it's not pushed upstream yet. It's still locally an E2E test that apply multiple clusters, so scaled number of cluster on the fake environment, and we got those cluster already provisioned and the machine running. So we can say now we have an end-to-end scalability test based on this fake IPA and what's called also the FCAS, the fake Kubernetes API. And yeah, that I think we have already an open PR for the fake Kubernetes API server pushed by Huey. I think it's also waiting for review. So instead of pushing everything all together, I still prefer to go with this kind of small or medium size PR. So please, if you can help with reviewing and merging that, so we can push the rest of the work, and we have those tests already running there. Regarding the results, I don't want to bring that now. I prefer just to focus on merging this work and the PRs there, and then we can collect the metrics and the results for that, and we can start also probably having some improvements or issues related to the different components like BMO, Ironic, or Kaplan3 to improve the scalability there. Yeah, I just want to mention that I was already discussing with some colleagues the ironic thing, even with the fake IPA, it's still taking some long time. So that was the first thing I wanted to investigate, but I don't have clear idea what is the bottleneck there. It needs like around 3 minutes to provision a fake node. There's nothing there. The fake IPA should just immediately or after a short time reply with operation is success. It does that like through different operation, the provisioning. So first it clean the node, then start the deployment, and after that restart the node and so on. But I still think we can at least improve the time for that when testing scaled number of nodes. So that was the first thing that I have been doing this week. But as said, probably the results and the issues and the metrics will come after merging these tests, so we can have like this test and start discussing the metrics and whatever we can get from the scalability tests. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. I think there's a lot of work going on related to the Isfekipa and the FCAS. If you would be so kind, please add these pull requests into this scalability section for others to a bit better follow.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep, thanks. Is there anyone or are there anyone who has question related to the FCAS fake IPA, the work that's being done for these? Okay, if nothing, then release team related activities. I have not heard anything. See, last topic was that we decided not to release the ironic image based on the stable ironic branch. But since then, I don't remember any major discussion. Yeah, okay. If there's nothing, then no worries. We can just continue. From roadmap editor side, there is also nothing. I have not worked on the roadmap, although I started to dig up old feature proposals, starting with the DHCP-less and trying to revitalize those. Let's see how much time I will have. if there are no questions for release team or roadmap editors, we can continue with the discussion topics. And this week we have only one, and that is the PTG reminder from Ricardo.
Yeah, it's just a reminder that we will have the Ironic PTG next week, together with, of course, all the other OpenStack projects. It's a virtual PTG, of course. If you want to participate, and you should, don't forget to register. The link that I posted there. We have the current schedule in the Etherpad that I linked there. We have a lot of topics, so the PTG will be will last 4 days for us, between Monday and Thursday, with 3 hours on Monday, 4 hours on Tuesday and Wednesday, and other 3 hours on Thursday. And also on Thursday, we will have 1 hour joint session with the OpenStack Nova project, which is the main virtualization project in OpenStack. So feel free to have a look at the schedule. Don't forget to register and come to the PTG. Thank you.
Thank you. Is it still possible to propose topic? I still haven't proposed the encryption.
Okay, so if you want to propose more topics, since we have like a very long list at the moment, add your topic at the bottom of the Etherpad with as much details as possible, and we're going to discuss how we can fit that, because we also have some topics network related that we haven't assigned yet because we haven't got any answer from the Neutron team. We need to discuss them with them. So I don't know exactly how everything is going to fit in the end. So we have like 2 or 3 topics already out, but feel free to add yours there. And okay. It's something that we already discussed actually, because you have the spec, right?
Yeah. The
okay,
first version of the spec.
All right. So maybe we can fit that on Monday, I think, because I left some space on Monday. It's more flexible. But again, just add it at the bottom and we will find a way.
Yeah, because my goal is that the spec had the first version. I got good feedback, but I mentioned that it would be easier to discuss if I have at least the implementation for like one image type, whole image.
Yes.
And yeah. I have end-to-end implementation of this, and I started also working on some image building SDK that we can later use in the disk image builder, because there are quite a lot of things that have to be put in initrd and mainly to initrd of any image that uses this.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's what I want to just a bit kind of update on that, what's going on.
Like ideally, again, as much detail as you have, of course, so write them down. And ideally also you want to give more or less how long is going to last the discussion about the topic. So we have an idea on like where we can fit that.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly like time of like discussion, something like that.
Yep, sure.
Okay. That's all.
Thanks. That was all my comments also related to this. Is there anyone else who would like to give some comment related to this, or add some other discussion topics, or have suggestions, problems, improvements, questions, anything really? One thing that I might want to add is I think next week we should start to plan our own PTG for early next year. I have seen 4 or 5 topics that have giant proposals with a lot of comments, discussions, but they start to get a bit stale because we simply don't have enough people at the moment working on them or continuing the work, or focus have shifted. So it would be good to revitalize these. And there are 4 or 5 clearly defined discussion topics that have already a lot of prior work done discussion wise.
So be aware that next week, like everyone involved in the ironic,
yeah, right.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, if you want to start discussing, that's fine, but probably we won't be there, like me, Dimitri, Yuri, Derek, and someone else as well. Probably Imanshu as well won't be here, because we're all involved in ironic in a way or another. So just be aware.
Anyways, we plan for next day. So next year, well, next year. So it's fine if we shift it with 1 week. I just also want to start it because now it's November. No, October. Okay, I'm all around the place. But yeah, you know what I mean. So soon it will be end of year. It's the last quarter. So and I think we did it like that last year and previous year. Like we usually do it in January or February, at least so far. This year we haven't done 2. I don't remember if we done 2 previously. No, we did all together 2. Yeah, so far. So I think next year is fine. And also it's good that we already will have a picture from the ironic community. What ironic community is planning, so we can look into that from MetaCube perspective also. Yep. Is there any other questions, comments, ideas? Okay, because if there are no other topics this week, we don't have triaging. One food for thought, I think it has not been mentioned here, but we noticed again that there is, again, call for BMO chart. Hui was kind and reminded the person who made the issue that please come to this community meeting and convince the community. Both Hui and me feel that we don't want to have a rerun of that discussion from our side, but we like Helm, but I think if someone would like to propose that for the community, then that person has to take charge and push it. But yeah, just some food for thought. Other than that, there's nothing else. So if you don't have any more questions, then thank you for your participation and time, and let's meet next week the same time, and let's have some triaging. And until then, have a great week. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.